And we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I am a little bit under the weather today, so sorry if I sound a bit depressed. I'm not depressed, I'm just a bit sick, that's all. But anyway, this is a video about movies looking forward to most in 2018. By the way, my Christmas tree should be behind me, but it's not up yet, so it's the 23rd as I'm recording this. I should get it up ASAP. But anyway, let's start with TV shows. Actually, I was going to do games as well, but I chose not to. So I'm going to do a separate video. But in terms of games, Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man, the best ones this year. Detroit as well. Detroit Become Human, that was an amazing story. So yeah, let's just move on from that. TV shows first. It's going to be heavily dominated by DC. These are movies and TV shows that have been my favorite, that I've enjoyed the most this year. So yeah, I think I've said that, have I? I've forgotten already. But anyway, that's a poor intro. But it's going to be the TV show part. It's going to be heavily dominated by DC, because DC in the TV department, in terms of comic book TV shows, they have killed it. They have done absolutely brilliantly. It's been amazing this year in terms of superhero TV shows. And Marvel done well too. Marvel done some good things, but DC have actually just demolished it. They have really done well with their TV shows this year. So I'm going to start with the Elseworlds crossover. That was a good crossover. That's all I got to say really. Like, the first two episodes were amazing. The third one, not so good. Just that the climax of it was a bit underwhelming and anticlimactic as well. But overall, it was amazing. Great references as well. The references were amazing in that show. It was in that crossover, in that little trilogy of episodes, the references were crazy, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. Looking forward to next year's crossover now. They've already teased it, so I cannot wait for next year. Also doing another video after this, by the way, of movies I'm looking forward to in 2019. So the other crossover next year will be in that list, so look forward to that video. Next we have Titans. Oh my god, Titans has been good. I've not finished it yet, by the way. I've watched 10 episodes. There's one more episode to go, so apparently it's really good. The trailer looked amazing anyway, apparently, because Batman's in it as well, yeah, and it looks really cool. Like, I talked in my Elseworlds review, by the way. I did a review on it. I talked about it and I thought they should do a TV Batman. Someone needs to do one. And apparently they did one in the finale, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen 10 episodes out of the 11, and based on that, it's been good. It's been good. It started off a bit slow, but it's really picked up, and it's been a really good show. It's been really enjoyable. In terms of the characters, the main characters, I mainly care about Robin. Mainly Robin. The other characters are okay to me, but still good enough. And the show is just in general enjoyable, and I like what they're doing with the show, and I like how it's pretty dark as well. I do like that. We also got Krypton. Krypton was a surprise for me in terms of like TV shows. Probably the surprise of the year, to be honest. Like, it was actually really good, Krypton. Like, I was surprised. I was surprised because when I first heard about it, I was not excited for it, because I thought, well, what is this? I wasn't really sure like what to think of it. Even after the trailers, I thought, I'm not too sure, to be honest, but in the trailer they teased Brainiac, and I thought, okay, at least I'm into it that way. So I watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. Considering it's a TV budget, Brainiac looked pretty good. Didn't look amazing, but it looked pretty good, and I like what they did with this show, and I'm looking forward to season 2. The way they ended it as well, ended it very dark. I like it, and they've teased a lot for season 2 as well, so looking forward to it, very looking forward to it. What's the girl's name again? I forgot the girl's name. The daughter of one of the villains. I can't remember the girl's name, but yeah. The white girl, the white blonde girl, who's in some ways a love interest. Or is she? I don't know. I'm sure if you watch the show, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. She's a really cool character, and the main character too. I like him too. And yeah, next we got Gotham. Gotham, the second half of season 4, or most of it anyway. I think like they did like 10 episodes, I think, to start with. Then the rest of it. Actually, no, I think they did half. They did 11 in 2017 and 11 in 2018. So the second half of season 4, it was amazing. Gotham has been amazing for 3 seasons. Like season 1 3 and 4 have been amazing. 2 started off well, then it just didn't. After the second half, it just declined a lot. But apart from that one bad season, it's been an amazing show. And the final season, season 5, is coming in January. So it's just like 2 weeks away as well, less than 2 weeks. So I'm really excited. Really excited. I'm anticipating it more than any TV show apart from Game of Thrones. And yeah, I'm looking forward to season 5. But the second half of season 4 was amazing. And I really enjoyed what they did with it. And I really enjoyed what they set up. And season 5 will be relatively short compared to the rest. But I'm looking forward to seeing it because finally Bruce Wayne is going to become Batman. Because this has been a Batman show without Batman. It's had Bruce Wayne in it, but it's focused on the villains and how it goes out of control, and also Jim Gordon with the police trying to combat everything. So I like how they set it all up, and now it's Bruce Wayne's time to shine. And I think they'll build it all up, but the finale will be like a time jump, I think. That's a guess, by the way, no rumors, but I think it's 13 episodes, I think. The first 12 will be a lot of action, a lot of taking out villains and stuff. But I think the final episodes, I think they'll do like a 10-year time jump to Batman, and we'll see Batman as well for an episode. I think that'll be cool. So if they do that, we'll have Batman on Titans and a different Batman on Gotham. It's pretty interesting. The only thing I don't get is the actor's quite young, isn't he? So it doesn't seem like he'd be old enough to be Batman, but it's still cool. The one thing though I don't like about Gotham is now this isn't Gotham's fault, by the way. This isn't anyone's fault, okay? This is just something that I see. Bruce Wayne gets in trouble a lot. He gets in trouble a lot in this show over the 4 seasons. And the annoying thing about that is, you know he's going to become Batman. You know that. So when he gets in trouble, it's just like, he's going to survive this. You know what I mean? But that's not the show's fault. That's just how it is. I'm just saying, like, the amount of times he gets into trouble with villains is so predictable that he survives. But still, I love the show. I love the show. Next we got Arrow. Not last season, but the season currently going. The first half of it has been amazing. I'm really impressed by it. I'm looking forward to the 2019, to the second half of the season. I'm really looking forward to it. Daredevil. Let's move on to Marvel now. Daredevil season 3 was fantastic. Wilson Fisk, Bullseye. It was awesome. It was awesome. And the final battle in the finale, loved it. Next we got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This was pretty good this year. Nothing amazing, but it was pretty good. This is a good show. Season 1 I liked, although people didn't like it a lot, but the first 2 seasons didn't start off well, to be fair, even though I liked the first one. Season 3 improved so much, it was amazing. Season 4 was great, probably the best season actually. 5 was pretty good too, so well, props to them for making a good show. Next we got, well, the last TV show of this list is The Walking Dead, which is surprising because Season 7 and 8 were not good. I mean, they had good episodes, but they were not consistent. It was too slow. It just wasn't, it was just painful to watch. But this season, Season 9, so far, has been good. The first half of it, really enjoyed it. And there's been a trailer too about the Whisperers. And I'm excited now for 2019. But in terms of 2018, Season 9, The Walking Dead are doing well. They're doing well. Moving on to movies. First we got Black... Losing my voice already. It's not a nice time to not feel well. But anyway, moving on to movies. Now, there are many movies that I like this year. I'm not going to put every single one in though. There are movies that I liked, disliked, movies that I hated. I've seen a lot of movies this year for the first time, obviously, since they came out this year. But I'm going to name my favourites. And it's going to be dominated by superheroes, mainly. Let's start with them. First we got Black Panther. Really enjoyed this. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed what they did with the movie. The villain Killmonger, he was amazing. He was also relatable to many people. He was relatable in many ways, you know, because he was a black person living in America with a lot of struggle. He was also a good representation of a person without a father, and that relates to me as well in a way. So I think it's pretty awesome how he's so relatable to so many people. So I like that. And yeah, he was the main reason why it was so good. And it wasn't as good as people are saying though. A lot of people have said best superhero movie ever, or best Marvel movie, best MCU movie. None of those are true. In the MCU, Infinity War and Winter Soldier are better. In terms of Marvel in general, I think the best one is Logan. That's amazing. In terms of superheroes in general, The Dark Knight. So I really don't see how Black Panther's as good as those. It's not on that level, but it's still really good. Really enjoyed it. So there we go. I do think it's overrated a little bit by some people though, because they rate it so high, put it so high up, and I'm like, it's not on the level of The Dark Knight or Logan, or even Infinity War. But yeah, there we go. But still, a good movie. One of my favorites. I enjoyed it. Next we got Infinity War. This movie was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It had some faults. It definitely wasn't perfect. The main issues were the Hulk and the Black Order. Yeah, those are the main issues. Like just the whole thing with the Hulk. His fight with Thanos was pretty cool, but apart from that, the way the character was written, him and Banner, he just didn't fit. And the Black Order, they didn't do much, did they? But still, apart from those faults and a few other faults here and there, it was really good. It was really amazing, the way they pulled it off. Some of the CGI as well wasn't that good, but overall it was an amazing movie. I loved the storyline, loved the characters, I love how it was darker as well. There were a lot of jokes, yes, but it was a darker movie, more serious movie. And it was pretty brutal. Like, the opening scene was just crazy. It was crazy, and not in a good way. It was ridiculous how it started. And yeah, the fight scenes on Titan and in Wakanda were great. Thor's entrance, there was a lot of good moments in it, a lot of good character interactions, and the fact that they fit all of those characters into one movie and actually made it work, that's amazing. Props to them, because I was worried that they might fail, because when you put that much in the movie, even if you build up to it for like a decade, there's a risk of it not working. But I think it worked out really well, and it was a really good movie. I think arguably the best MCU movie, up there with Winter Soldier. Well, it's one of those two really. Those are the top two for me. And yeah, it was an amazing movie. Next we got Deadpool 2. This one wasn't amazing, wasn't great, but I still enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this movie. So yeah, that's awesome. Need to get the Blu-ray, haven't gotten that yet. Next we got Aquaman. I was looking forward to this more than anything in 2018 apart from Infinity War. Like I really look forward to this. Like I was really excited. When I first saw the trailers, I was like, yeah, I want to see this. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, what was that accent? What was that accent? But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed Aquaman. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest superhero movie, but it was really good. It was really good. The villain had understandable motives, and he was more grounded as well. I'm talking about Orm, by the way, not Black Manta. Black Manta also was developed really well. He wasn't really needed in this movie, but still, he was developed really well. So I like how they set him up for a potential sequel. But as for Orm, he was understandable. You can understand his motives for wanting to do what he wanted to do. So that was interesting. And there's one thing he did that was really cool. Even though it was a villainy thing to do, it was still like, I was like, yes, you do that again. But anyway, yeah, good villains, because there were two main villains, I guess. I mean, Black Manta wasn't the main villain, but you know, he was like a side mission in the game in a way. But he was good. So was Orm. Aquaman, good character. Some of the jokes were cheesy. Some of the jokes didn't quite fit. To be fair, in the MCU, you get the same problems too. Like in Guardians 2, there was a lot of jokes that didn't land for me either. But still, there were some jokes were a bit off in this movie. But still, the banter was fun. But between Aquaman and Mera, they had some good scenes together. So that was pretty good. I think Amber Heard plays the character really well. I think Momoa plays the character well too for Aquaman, and I like what they did with this whole movie. And the action scenes and the visuals were the best parts of the movie. The story was good, but the visuals, oh my god, it was beautiful. It was amazing. And the fight scenes though, the camera angles that they did, it was like, it felt so new somehow. Like it was just awesome the way they filmed this movie. Some of the fight scenes were crazy. The way they turn the camera and flip it, it was pretty cool. It's hard to explain it's hard to explain it, but if you watch the movie, I think you know what I mean. Look at the fight scenes, pay attention to the camera angles. And yeah, I got to see it again in IMAX. I've only seen it once so far. I got to go back in the cinema and see it. I got to before the IMAX disappears, because every time the cinema I go to, there's only one IMAX screen, so every time a new movie comes out in IMAX, it replaces the previous movie. So I need to watch Aquaman before the next one comes out, whatever the next one is. But yeah, it was amazing. Speaking of amazing, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This was, in terms of animation, probably the best animated superhero movie. Like, it was really that good. It was amazing. And it was really, like, in terms of like superhero movies, it was like, it was really good. Like, a Spider-Verse movie is something I wanted to see for a few years now, and they did it not in live action but in animation, and it was awesome. It was like watching a comic book come to life, because of the animation style, and Sony can be proud. They made a great movie, and I'm sure they'll do a sequel, and I cannot wait for that sequel. But Spider-Verse, love it. And yeah, then we got away from superheroes now. There's 3 more movies in this. Mission Impossible Fallout. This was one of the best movies of the year for me. It was it was amazing. The action, just the action and the thrills and some of the scenes, it was just thrilling and awesome to watch. And even my granddad, for example, at pretty much every movie, he falls asleep at least once. With this movie, he was edge of his seat the whole time. It was just so epic. It was amazing. And this franchise just gets better every time, really. 5 was amazing too. They're all good, really, apart from like one of them. I think one was really bad, an old one. But still, they generally get better. And this franchise is amazing. To be fair though, they can't really top it from here, to be honest. So I think it's probably fair that they stop now, but we'll see, because it did so well, this one. But yeah, Mission Impossible 6, love it. Henry Cavill as well, played a good villain. Next we got Bumblebee. This was pretty good. Not necessarily great, but it was a good movie. It was the right way to go with Transformers, original designs as well, and I liked what they did with it. And we also got Creed 2. This was a fantastic movie. The way they did it with the Dragos and everything, the whole storyline they did, it was amazing. And I like how they did this movie for many characters. For Creed, for Adonis, of course, for Rocky, for Adonis's wife. What's her name again? I know her name, like Tessa Thompson, but I don't know her, forgotten her character name. But anyway, she was great too. For characters in general, they did really well. Even with the Dragos, they did well. The characters, developed them a bit more as well. So yeah, in general, it was really great. So I really enjoyed that movie. And that is it, the movies I liked the most in 2018. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.